Alright, so we just got done exploring the state hospital grounds, and Blondo Plays is here with me, of course. And, you know, he'll upload his video on this soon enough.
Fairly soon. As you've seen in my last video, I made mention that I'm getting an editing studio. A brand new one that is not Upload Studio.
Awesome.
Very much so. I'm real geeked out by it.
So, when he gets to doing that, you'll get to see his brand new videos and the new recorder and everything. But until then, we will have a discussion on the paranormal, since we are in the paranormal hotspot of Traverse City, the Traverse City State Hospital. So, the topic is, how far do you believe in the paranormal realm? Like, obviously, we believe in ghosts.
Yes. It's like really hard for me to explain. You know, I go as far as to, I don't want to call them attacks, but more or less experiences. Like, for example, when I was in Cottage 30 doing a tour over there, we were up on the 3rd floor wearing a mask because of the asbestos and everything. I felt like I couldn't breathe and was starting to have a panic attack. And then just coming to realize, you know, one, I do believe that that building was set for solitary confinement, being I remember how tiny the rooms were.
Yep.
And the fact that that's where they housed a lot of the tuberculosis, Spanish flu, influenza patients during that big outbreak in the late teens, early 20s, kind of like how we have with COVID today. And maybe it was an experience that that this one spirit couldn't breathe. So
you're feeling asphyxiation?
I was,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
Or like with this building back here, feeling something. Don't know what it was. It wasn't normal, but it wasn't negative. And as I was walking further down, the stronger the feeling would get. And like I said in my one video, that I'd stepped into 3 rooms, interconnected as I call it. And I swear something or someone was in that room with me. So, I don't necessarily believe in possessions. I mean, I've never seen anything of that caliber. I watch a lot of haunted videos on YouTube. You know, I'd like to believe in like astral projection, like they do in the Insidious movies. That would be cool, actually.
So if someone was, say, flopping on the ground like they're possessed, would you believe that they're putting on an act, having a seizure, or actually being possessed?
I would probably check to see if they're having a seizure.
Okay.
Because those are, you know, lying on the ground twitching or potentially having an overdose are signs and symptoms.
Right. So, you know, because a lot of people instantly think if they're too deep into the paranormal realm, they'll think, oh, he's being possessed by something. It's like, no, check them medically.
We got a nice psychiatric unit here with a nice rubber room that they can go into.
No. So you don't believe in full-on possession?
Not necessarily, although I've never experienced or seen anything with possession.
Right. There's the 2 categories. There's the intellectual, where they are knowingly doing what they're doing, and then there's the psychical, where they repeat themselves over and over again.
Okay.
Which do you think is the most common?
I want to say there's a lot of different things. That repeating, because when we're talking paranormal activity, we're talking about purgatory.
Right.
That between, you know, heaven, hell, and life. You know, maybe they couldn't cross over either way, or they've got unfinished business.
Okay. So it's variable then?
Variable, absolutely.
Okay. Okay, how about people who claim to be such things as mediums, psychics, being able to speak to the dead? Do you think they're just actors who are mentally ill, or just master manipulators, or possibly a combination of both? or do you think they actually possess such abilities?
I think some of them do actually possess. I have this I have this sense where I could tell if something bad is going to happen or something good is going to happen. Like there's just that aura in the air. Like last year with the pandemic, I had this feeling that something really, really bad is going to happen. And look at everything that unfolded.
So you don't think it's a coincidence?
Some maybe they did their research and maybe learned how to do it, but some people, do have that ability. I've got a friend that has abilities like that.
Okay.
And also animals have that high sense.
Right. They definitely, for sure.
I mean, Zen likes to yowl in the kitchen, but apparently there's a figure in my hall, on my floor, and I guess maybe it likes to go into the kitchen, maybe get a sandwich or a glass of milk or something. I've been in this building almost 10 years.
Yeah.
Not this one particular, but never had a problem with it.
God. Me personally, I believe people that, especially the ones on television, are just actors and/or are persons who have a mental illness who are manipulating their audiences into believing.
Oh, you're talking...
In particular, John Edwards, who comes to mind.
Yes. They...
have crossed over.
Thank you. Welcome to Crossing Over. I'm John Edward. If you guys have questions, I want to get some questions. There's a gunshot, and it's a suicide as well. I have to say that this is somebody who's claiming the responsibility for their passing, and it is gunshot related. And there's a January connection to your family, or the month of January is like birthday, anniversary. There's a one connection. I also feel like I need to bring up, I don't know if you have a brother, husband, cousin, friend that's connected to this person, but I need to acknowledge the person to the side.
It was my brother.
Okay. I need you to know that your brother's coming through as well as here. So it's like the brother figure. Hold on, guys. I also feel like there's a police officer connection either to your family. Okay. There's a police who's passed. Okay. Separate from your brother, there's a police officer connection that is there. And I feel like I need to acknowledge that there's a Florida tie or straight down south. There's something Florida related that we need to come up with. Now, did you drag him here or did you drag her here?
I dragged him.
You dragged him? Okay. You dragged...
I got the tickets.
Okay. You dragged him here. I gotta say this, and I'm sorry to put you on the spot, but you came because you wanted to bring her and be supportive.
That's correct.
Not because you're so into this, but because you wanted to support her.
I'm the skeptic.
Surprise. But I feel like as much of a skeptic as you are, you're a good skeptic.
Yes, I was.
He's also talking about, I don't know if he had the alcohol problem, but he's got a lot of substance around him that would
It's
be...
in the family.
Okay, a lot.
A lot.
A lot.
A whole lot.
Okay. People often ask me, what are they doing on the other side? And I have to say, I really don't know, unless they give it to me. Your brother would be assisting and helping other people still here, not blood-related always, who are dealing with some of the same situations that they might have had. Now, I don't know if you have the number 7 jersey, if there's the number
Mickey
7...
Mantle.
I'm sorry?
Mickey Mantle, number 7.
Okay.
My brother's favorite.
All right, you would know that, I would not. I'm sports illiterate, so I was going to say, you must have something of his that has that on
They
it.
made a South Park episode on that saying, and then I guess it was either Stan or Kyle that had said, oh, I hear a name Kim. Is there a Kim in your life? Oh, yeah, my grandmother was named Kim and she passed away. She's saying she misses you and she loves you. Oh my God. It's like, well, no shit, they miss you and love you.
See, so people like John Edwards are master manipulators or just mentally are ill who truly believe they have this delusional power, when in fact they do not. It's just what is referred to as cold reading. Cold reading is where you gather information based off of body language, facial expression, basic human reaction towards a particular question or cue or a statement. So you say, oh, so say someone says, oh, you like martial arts? And then I pipe up and I go, yeah. See, I have a very happy reaction, so then they want to contemplate back onto that. They know that I'm going to have a positive reaction. So it's just a part of just human body language reading, more or less.
That sounds quite right.
And so that is one of the big problems with the paranormal field for me, is that we have a lot of people who fake, whether it's videos, photos, or people like John Edwards. And then you put in the religious aspect to it, and we have people who cold read and act like they're prophecyers or something of that sort.
Think that there's just a heaven and a hell.
Right,
And if you don't worship their specific god, then you're going to burn in hell or some shit.
right. And they will make claims like, I have a message from God for you type people. Or the people that that pay other people to be all wheelchair bound, and then all they do is tap them on the head and voila! It's like, no, you're just making yourself look like an ass.
Oh shit, what was I going to say? It was right on the tip of my tongue. With my beliefs.
No, right.
With the religious beliefs and the my beliefs is basically God, the devil, heaven, hell, purgatory, aliens, ghosts, unicorns that fart rainbows, man, bear, pig.
Man, bear, pig.
That's really as far as I go. And
The flying spaghetti monster.
you see, if you get to know me as an individual, I like to bullshit. But no, I'm more of like a whatever kind of believer, but I am actually a firm believer of the supernatural.
And so we have it. We both believe, but we do have our limitations.
Limitations, yes.
So, until next time.